pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Yeah, everyone make sure your mics are on. We have, for a roll call, we have all members present. We are moving on to minutes. I'd entertain a motion to approve them as presented.
Make a motion to approve.
Thank you. We have a motion by Julie, a second by Mari to approve the motion or the minutes from our last meeting. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. We have an agenda before us. There is one change I would like to note. That is the retirement date needs to be moved to January 4th of our employee that's retiring. Any other changes or additions? Is there someone that will make a motion?
Make a motion to approve the agenda with that one change.
Thank you. We have a motion by Julie. Do we have a second? By Mari. Any discussion or further changes? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right, we are going to have our celebrations and community reports. We have with us this evening in celebration of Red Ribbon Week, representatives from our Substance Abuse Coalition. Would you like to come up here to the microphone?
Tiffany, push the button to turn.
Push, yeah, there it's on.
Okay. Hi, my name is Tiffany Lowry. I am the president of Fairmont Empower.
I'm Emily Wheeler, and I am the secretary of the Fairmont Empower.
So we are here today to talk about Red Ribbon Week. And Red Ribbon Week is to raise awareness about the importance of living a drug-free life.
We aim to engage and educate our fellow students about the risks associated with substance misuse. We intend to foster a sense of unity within our school community while having fun with our themed activities.
Tuesday, the 24th, for school is Pajama Day. Students are encouraged to wear their comfiest pajamas to school. Wednesday, the 25th, is Twin Day. Twins or groups of students dressing alike to show unity. Thursday is the 26th, community-wide Red Day. Everyone wears red to show their commitment to drug-free lifestyle.
Each day, there will be a voting competition for the best dressed students with daily prizes. The grand prize winner will receive a JBL speaker.
Each morning, our Empower student leaders will present the 5th and 6th graders from 8:15 to 9:45 a.m. We will greet elementary students at the door each day with stickers and red ribbons to involve them in our awareness campaign.
During lunch, we will set up beanbag boards for students to enjoy. Music will be playing at lunch with our radio ad PSAs on shuffle to remind everyone of the importance of a drug-free life. All 3 days during lunch, we will have a table where students can write down their reasons for choosing not to use substances and be entered into a drawing for a gift card.
We will run a radio ad PSA through the week to reinform our message and create a broader impact.
In conclusion, our Empower student leaders are excited to lead the way in promoting a drug-free lifestyle during Red Ribbon Week. We believe that by creating a fun and engaging atmosphere, we can effectively raise awareness and make a positive impact on our school community. We are grateful for your support and look forward to a successful Red Ribbon Week. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. I didn't realize this was a whole week-long celebration. I mean, it is Red Ribbon Week, but that almost every day there's something, and there's even something for the community to participate in, to show their support. And I think it's wonderful, and that you guys have come up with these ideas. And it's not just in Fairmont, is that right? It's throughout Martin County that this is taking place, and that's wonderful.
And the dates of Red Ribbon Week are the 22nd through the 29th, or does it actually start, like, when does it?
It starts the 24th through the 26th.
Oh. Yeah, that's fine.
The full week is the 23rd through the 31st, but there
Okay.
isn't school on Monday or Friday
Right.
that week, so.
Perfect. When they were saying the dates, I just want to make sure I read it right when I read the proclamation here. So this was clarifying. Thank you.
Well, thank you. And for all of you students who are willing to bring this to your peers and to be an example of really something that's very important in our community and not always easy to do. And I appreciate you very much for doing that and for your willingness to come here tonight to talk to us.
All right. So at this time, I'd like to read the proclamation certifying Red Ribbon Week. Whereas alcohol and drug abuse affects individuals, families, and communities across the nation, and whereas it is imperative that visible, unified efforts by community members be launched to prevent drug abuse, and whereas Red Ribbon Week offers citizens the opportunity to demonstrate their commitment to drug-free lifestyles, and whereas Red Ribbon Week will be celebrated in communities across the nation October 23rd through the 31st, and whereas businesses, government, law enforcement, media, healthcare providers, religious institutions, schools, and other community-based organizations will demonstrate their commitment to healthy, drug-free lifestyles by wearing red ribbons and participating in drug prevention activities. And whereas the community of Fairmont, Minnesota further commits its resources to ensure the success of Red Ribbon Week. Now therefore, be it resolved, we Fairmont area schools do proclaim October 23rd through 31st as Red Ribbon Week and encourage you to participate in drug prevention education activities not only during Red Ribbon Week, but also throughout the year, making a visible statement that we are strongly committed to a drug-free lifestyle.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll see you out at the radio station on Friday to record your
Yes, we will. Would there be time to take a quick photo?
Yeah,
If the
absolutely.
kids just came around, would
Sure.
that be
Sure.
okay?
Yep.
You can keep that one
You
down.
can come in.
Is there more room here?
You
Yeah.
could come in too.
You can scooch all the way
Yep.
down if need be.
Yep. Come in. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. All right, we are moving on to our superintendent's report and calendar.
Yeah, thank you, Nicole. So as we start each school board meeting with an enrollment report, as things settle in here in the month of October and our official counts come into play from the Minnesota Department of Education through our MARS reporting, our current student total enrollment is 1,713 students, so down slightly from a couple weeks ago, but settling into that consistent range there. Buildings and grounds updates, nothing new really there. The Cardinal Park Fieldhouse project continues to make progress, and some vertical structures should be going up here soon. Our CTE building continues to progress, a year plus after opening with some punch list items and some fixes, but contractors have been on site making progress there. In the last couple of weeks too, with our summer projects, if you've been around the school, you've noticed some concrete replacement. That's just due to damages that were done during our summer projects. Last week, we had the pleasure of hosting our Martin County Leadership Program that's led by the Fairmont Area Chamber of Commerce for Education Day. Principal Brusky led some tours at the junior senior high school of our CTE academies. Then I was joined by the superintendents from Grenada, Hunt, Lee's Chain, and Martin County West to do a panel discussion and answer some questions for the group of about 13 individuals. Dr. Middlestat joined to discuss operations of the Southern Plains Education Cooperative and Alternative Learning Center. And then we had representative there, Rebecca Watson from homeschooling in Martin County. So really tried to give this leadership group a wide perspective of all the education options throughout our community, and it was just a great opportunity to promote education, what we do holistically for our students in our communities. That led to some discussion on college and the schools partnerships too. One of the things we're very, very proud of is the extensive amount of CIS offerings that we have here at Fairmont Area Schools. We partner with Minnesota West Community Technical College for the bulk of our college and the schools courses, as well as MSU, Mankato, and Riverland Community and Technical College. And the unique aspect there is all these classes are taught by our teachers, and we currently offer 27 courses that spans over 80 credits that our students have access to, which is just a phenomenal asset for our kids and our students. No other really updates at this time. Our next board meeting will be right back here in 2 weeks.
All right, thank you. Any questions for Superintendent Trado? All right, we will move on to financial business. Jessica?
All right, so you should have in front of you bills for the October 10th, 2023 run, as well as the wire transfer sheet from September 21st to October 4th. Wire transfer sheet just has our normal recurring ACHs that are going out, nothing new on that. And then pretty standard bills. Also, I'd just like to point out a couple of them. We do have a check number 69053 to Harbo Mechanical Contractors, just to repair some rotten pipes above the custodial offices in the senior high school. And then you'll see on there, look, there's a couple of different curriculum purchases, normal curriculum purchases, and then there is Miller-Sellner. We did have some major repairs to the skid loader drive motor, about $7,730.16. Are there any other questions on anything else that you see?
If there are no other questions, I would make a motion to approve the wire transfers for September 21st, 2023 to October 4th, 2023, and payment of the October 10th, 2023 bills.
I'll second. Thank you. We have a motion by Julie, a second by Jen, to approve the wire transfers and bills. Any discussion or further questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Thank you. Motion carries. Thank you, Jessica. All right, we have no old business, so we will move on to new business. Mari, assurance of compliance.
Each year, the board must take action to ensure the district is in compliance with all items listed on the assurance of compliance report in Appendix A. Many of these items are covered by our policy manual, and in July, the board assigns individuals to assume the responsibilities of human rights officer, 504 coordinator, etc. Andy has reviewed all the items on the list and believes that we are in compliance. So with that, I will make a motion to approve the 2023-2024 compliance of insurance report, or assurance of compliance report.
Second.
Thank you. I have a motion by Mari, second by Mike. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Julie, policies?
Yes, in the continuing saga of our policy committee group, we have several policies that have been brought to our committee for review, and then also had also been gone through from the MSBA. So first we have school meals policy in 534, and that has the MSBA suggested changes in it, and that is in blue. That is also supported with the committee. It's to ensure alignment with our local practices within the parameters of the state statute. Appendix C is 601, let's see, no, where are we at? Yeah, 601, school district curriculum and instruction goals. That one basically is just the changes that are in red. And that's also been reviewed with, there's been some deletions and then also the addition and some, and the things that are been deleted are included into a new policy as well. Policy 602, organization of school calendar and school day. The recommended changes are in the policy, and there just really isn't anything else to bring to your attention except for that is just the addition. Policy 603, curriculum development. Addition, just some grammar changes, some deletions, and that would be just basically, and there are some things that are also being deleted in this policy as well, but that was reviewed from the committee. Policy, let's see, where are we at? See, there's just so many, we're so confused. Instructional curriculum. And there's the changes are in red, there's deletions, also additions, extra explanations in that as well. And the graduation requirements, let me see, are we next? Yep. I mean, I put my list together here, I got the policy in here. Anyway, we just have to add the district assessment coordinator in here, and so some of the changes are in the blue. Some of the first changes by MSBA are the red print, and then the others are in the gray and the blue print. School district system accountability, 616. There's some deletions in that policy as well, and we had put a date in here that by September 1st of each year the district advisory committee will meet, so that date was placed in there as part of the policy. Otherwise, and there are some deletions in that policy as well. And assessment of student achievement, deletions as well for some of these definitions be included in another policy. And that's basically what that one is. Credit for learning, 620. This was more on post-secondary courses, and just some of the definitions that are redefined and some changes in that.
Are those MSBA recommendations?
And by law, yeah, but they're, which we have almost every one is MSBA and there'll still be some that'll be coming into our group yet that we have not done yet. Online instruction is.
We should probably do that one separate since it's the first reading.
Oh, that's right, let's do that one. That's why it wasn't on the front of the page, so, okay. So, those revisions, make a motion to approve those policies with those revisions.
I'll second it.
Thank you. We have a motion by Julie, a second by Mari to approve the provisions as presented in appendices B through J. Any discussion or questions?
I just want to add that we lumped all the 600 series together because they're all part of the same categorical within our school board policies. And some of them will continue to bring changes in subsequent years because this year's legislative updates, for example, with graduation requirements, personal finance will be a requirement coming up. So that'll be a future addition to a policy. It's not required as a change right now, but there'll be continual development in these areas. And we're getting closer. Of the 27 newly revised policies out of last legislative session, we are over halfway through those and are continuing to make progress. But just want to thank the committee for their time and efforts, because reading through them and making sure our practices are aligned. We've had principals come to these meetings. We've had our director of curriculum, instruction, and research come to the meetings just to make sure that what we're doing is matching our policies. So a lot of behind the scenes time, energy, and effort goes into updating these.
Any other discussion? All right, all those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Thank you, motion carries. And B, policies first reading, Julie?
Yes, then on policy 624, online instruction, where some of the deletions are from these prior ones, they were also added into this first reading of 624 of online instruction as well. So, and it goes through the definitions of blended instruction, digital instruction, and therefore, and it goes through as to how that we will follow in this policy as the enrolling district and how we have to present that for our students. So, and it's following also in state statute.
Yes, this is a completely new policy. So, any discussion or questions with this on our first reading? Okay, I encourage you to take it home, look through it, and we will have a vote next meeting for this policy 624 online instruction. Personnel, Mike,
If I can read my tiny,
with this.
Now you changed it to the January 4th, correct?
Yes.
so, we need to accept the retirement of Mary Granheim. She's been with the district for, well, since I was here, and I've known Mary for a long time. I may have taken her daughter to prom my senior year of high school. So I will make a motion that we accept Mary's retirement with an effective date of January 4th, 2024.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Mike, second by Dan, for the retirement of Mary Granheim, effective January 4th, 2024. Any further discussion?
I just want to take the opportunity to thank Mary for her service. She has a wealth of knowledge and has worked with several different guidance counselors in our school district and will definitely be missed. I know whoever replaces her will have her number on speed dial, I'm sure, if speed dial's even a thing anymore with cell phones, but starting to date myself there. But anyways, thank you to Mary for her service. But she, has continued to serve the district, and we're in the process of finding a replacement, and we'll definitely implement a significant amount of overlap to allow for a smooth transition in that area with a mid-school year retirement. So thank you, Mary, for all your service.
For, my parents are the same age, and when he wanted to retire and not retire and to work with us to give us extra time to transition is also something she's not required to do, but we thank her for that.
Any further discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Employment, Jen?
Yeah, we have 2 paraprofessionals to approve tonight. So Principal Rosen is recommending the employment of Ashley Gilb and Jennifer York to serve as special ed paraprofessionals. Ashley Gilb will be effective 9/29/23, or was effective, and Jennifer York effective 10/9/23, both step 1. So I motion to approve the employment of those 2 paraprofessionals.
I think we have a motion by Jen, second by Mari, for the employment of Ashley Gilb and Jennifer York as special ed paraprofessionals. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Board committee reports. We had an SDCC meeting on October 3rd. There was a lot of discussion about the upcoming professional development and training that we're having in October and also in January or February. Yes. January and February, okay. And there's a lot of work that goes into making sure that those staff development times are meaningful to our teachers and our paraprofessionals, and that therefore they're meaningful to our students. And so I appreciate those who have been putting a lot of time into those and look forward to seeing what they come up with. Policy committee meeting, Julie?
Not much more to report, except for all the reviews that we did of these policies. We reviewed the new policies. We have tabled some that we are bringing back. And like Andy has said prior to, we've had other principals, other bodies of leadership into our, just in, as input in how their policies can at least be able to be enforced and how to, that is actually what we're doing. So it's just great to be able to go through all those, but we are going through them pretty, I won't say quickly, but we are putting a lot of time in there and making sure we're doing our due diligence and that. And so hopefully we won't have to do quite so many in the future.
Yeah, we're trying to be very thorough. There was one policy that we no longer need. I don't remember which one it is. I've never had that happen before because all of the things contained in that policy are now required in other policies. So that was kind of nice.
Interesting learning about that. We actually repealed that years ago, and MSBA still included it in their policy adjustments
Oh, so
this
we
year.
didn't even have, darn.
Yeah.
It wasn't even us, okay. All right, well, any further meetings or reports? Okay,
I would be interested in hearing from our student members if they have anything to share with us about how the school year has gone or anything that they're interested in sharing with us.
And before they do, I just want to acknowledge that Abby and Grace and I are meeting monthly. And so following those meetings, last time they would have reported at our last meeting, however, they both had activities that they were going at or participating in. And so we meet again in another week and a half, and then you'll have a more formalized report as we've talked about throughout the year. So any insight you have and how things have gone so far?
So some of the stuff we talked about at our last meeting that I remember is we talked about, it was before homecoming, but we talked about how we were gonna, because we had some of the issues with our seniors last year, and so we talked about how are we gonna make that so it didn't become an issue. And so we had some of our student council members just say a little spiel the day we announced our homecoming candidates, and I think overall it went really well. We didn't really have any big problems, and I think people knew the expectations and what to expect, and I think that helped, and it went good.
Yeah, and then also the rest of homecoming went super smoothly, and then we didn't have a lot of issues, and I think Chambers also said it was one of the smoothest homecomings that we've had, so that's good too. And then with the service window, we've heard a lot of people like that, having it up in the front, so that was a good change.
Yeah, and the service window change came from a discussion we had with our junior, senior high student council last May. And then we made that turnaround happen really quickly. So that's great that that feedback is coming from the student body. And the positivity of homecoming week is a direct correlation to not only the leadership from the two of you, but also the rest of your student body. So thank you for taking charge of that and organizing some of those things to make sure the week went well.
all right, thank you very much.
Thanks.
All right, if there's nothing further, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Thank you, Dan. Is there a second? Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries, meeting adjourned.
Double lights, right?
Yeah.
I want to do a lot.